Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Sorry, I've been on a brief hiatus. Life happens. Busy with work, my real day job, right? But anyways, this is welcome back. Thank you guys for coming back and tuning in. This is a tutorial for how to play the song Hotel California by the Eagles. Iconic classic acoustic guitar song, right? And just to preface, this is without a capo. So this is standard tuning. There's no capo whatsoever. It's just normal E, A, D, G, B, E tuning. And for this song, you're gonna need a couple of chords. You're gonna need a B minor, an F sharp, an A chord, a D chord, a G chord, an E chord, and I believe an E minor, right? So if I forget one, you'll see it up on the screen and you just forget what I'm saying, right? Anyways, to start off, I'm gonna show you guys a brief way to, I'm gonna show you guys an example and then I'm gonna get into the tutorial. So to start off, it sounds like this. Right? When I would copyright, I copyrighted last time, so you get the gist. So you get into the song. So to start off, you have a B minor. So I'm going to show you multiple ways to play it. I'm going to show you the proper way to play it with bar chords, full bar chords. Then I'm going to show you a little cheat code if you can't do bar chords or you're moving up and transitioning to try to play them. Then this is going to be, I'm going to show you how to play them to get that sound without having to make the full bar. So to start off, we have a B minor chord. So we're gonna play it up on the neck. We're gonna be on the second, third, and fourth fret. So get closer for you guys. You're gonna take your ring finger and your pinky and put it on the D and G string of the fourth fret. Take your middle finger and put it on the B of the third fret. Now you can do, and then technically you put the full bar on the second fret with your index finger. So you're pressing down on all 6 strings. If you can't do that, then just make the bar chord B minor bar chord shape and just press down the index finger on the second fret of the high E. So you might be asking, well, how do I get the bar chord sound, that bass sound, without having to make the full bar? So if you have big enough hands, if you're able to stretch it, you can put your thumb over the low E string and play it that way. If you have even bigger hands, you can play the A and the E, right? My recommendation though is to practice the full bar. If you can't do it, just play this B minor bar shape and just strum the bottom 4. Avoid the low E and the A string. That's if you're a beginner. If you're moving up, then I would practice the bar chord. A good way to practice it, what I used to do when I was first starting out, is I would just make the bar chord shape and I would put my thumb, flip the guitar over for you, I would put my thumb and press, and I would literally squeeze. I would take my thumb and I'd literally squeeze the neck of the guitar over and over and over again as a way to get like muscle memory and also strengthen up the muscle right here between your index finger and your thumb. So as you get, if you flex it, you'll see a bump come out. So you'll see that as you practice, it gets stronger and stronger. So my recommendation is to just press down over and over and over again. What I would do, I would literally press down 100 times a day, just nonstop. So that's a B minor, right? Now an F sharp, all that is the same shape. However, you're gonna move all these 3 fingers, your middle, your ring, and pinky, up 1 string. So in this case, we're gonna move it. We're gonna be on the 4th fret with your ring and pinky finger on the A and D. Take your middle and put it on the 3rd of the G string. And then you do a full bar on the 2nd fret with your index finger. Sounds like this. If you can't do that, just take your index finger and put it on the bottom 2 strings, on the B and the high E. So then strum the bottom 5 strings. If you want to do the thumb method, all you have to do is press down the 2nd fret with on the low E with your thumb. It's all together, B minor and F sharp. Then we go go into an A major chord. All that is you have a muted low E string, so don't play the low E, the 6th string. You have an open A string. Then I personally use my middle ring and pinky finger. I see some people do the index, middle, and ring finger. I like to do my last 3 fingers. And then what you're gonna do is all on the 2nd fret, you take your middle and put it on the 2nd of the D. Take your ring and put it on the 2nd of the G, and take your pinky and put it on the 2nd of the B string with an open A string. So you strum the bottom 5 strings. Sounds like this. All together, B minor. A major. After that, we have an E major chord, and what that is, you have an open low E string. Then you take your middle finger and put it on the 2nd of the A. Take your ring finger and put it on the 2nd of the D, and take your index finger and put it on the 1st of the G string. All together, to get a top view for you guys. You can see like that. And then we strum all 6 strings. I'm trying to get a proper angle. If you can't really see it, the diagram will be on the screen. You guys will be able to follow along that way. So again, we have B minor, F sharp, A major, E major. Then after that, we go into a G major chord. And I recommend you play the classical way. There's 2 ways to play it. I believe, I forget what it's called, but what the actual variation of the G major chord is. But you have this G major chord, right? Then you have the one where there's no pressing of the B string. It's just 3, 2, open, 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 3. So you're only pressing down with 3 fingers instead of 4. I think it's called like a G9 or something like that. Anyways, doesn't matter. So for this purposes, G major chord is you're gonna put your middle finger and put it on the 3rd of the low E. Take your index and put it on the 2nd of the A string. Then you take your ring and pinky finger and put it on the B and high E of the 3rd fret. And you strum all 6 strings. The rest are, so it's gonna be 3, 2, open, open, 3, 3. So when they play the G chord, add that little pluck at the end. So I'm playing the G chord. Dun, 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 bum, bum, bum. Then it transitions into the D major chord. To play the D major chord, you're gonna have a muted low E and A string, so don't play these tops 2. You have an open D string, then you take your index and put it on the 2nd of the G string. Take your ring and put it on the 3rd of the B string. Take your middle and put it on the 2nd of the high E. So you're only strumming the open D down, so the four bottom strings. All together, B minor, F sharp, A major, E major. Now I'm going to show you the G major to D major transition and why I tell you to do that plucking pattern. So G major. Now that part, that's my spit and shine. I put my own twist on the song to kind of just add a little bit more flair, my personal flair to it. So what I do is you have your normal D major chord. You don't have to do this, is optional, right? But if you want to try it, this is what I'm doing. So you had your D major chord, right? Strumming that. And all I'm doing is taking my pinky and I'm hammering on and pulling off on the 3rd fret of the low E. Of the high E, sorry. So you have a G major shape. Kind of hard to see, but I'll show you guys a close-up. Let me see if I can get you guys a close-up. Like, that's right better. So you have D major. It's optional, but it helps, right? Then after that, we have an E minor chord. And to play that, what you do is you have an open low E string. Take your middle and ring finger and put it on the A and D of the 2nd fret. And the rest of the strings are open. So you have an open G, B, and high E. goes like this. So he has an E minor, then it finishes with an F sharp. So it sounds like this. F sharp. Just briefly, before I continue, you can either strum it, or you can pluck it. I usually pluck it for the intro, and then when I start singing, I'll start strumming it, and I'll interchange between strumming and picking at the same time. So again, from the top, you have a B minor, F sharp, A major, E major, G major, D major, E minor, F sharp. Dun dun. On a dark desert highway, cool wind in my hair. Right? And you start the song. Now when you get to the chorus, when it says "Welcome to the Hotel California," right? That part. What you do is you have the same chords. So those are all the chords for the songs. You're done. However, I'm just teaching you the difference, the progression, right? So the beginning of the tutorial, the B minor, F sharp, A major, E major, G major, D major, E minor, F sharp progression. That's the entire song except throughout the chorus. So in the chorus, you're gonna have a G major. So welcome to the hotel, D major, California, F sharp, such a lovely place, such a lovely place. B minor, such a lovely face. Again, G major, plenty of room at the Hotel California. E minor, any time of year, any time of year. F sharp, you can find here. Then you go back to the verses. Her mind is Tiffany twisted, right? And that's the entire song. So that's the end of the tutorial for the entire song. However, if you got this far, this is a way to play the solo acoustically. It's not by the record, right? Obviously, I'm not going to take the time to learn every solo known to man, right? So what I do is I'm not going to teach you I'm going to show you what I do. And if you guys want a follow-up tutorial on how to do this, then I'll definitely make a video or I'll upload a YouTube short for it. So what I do is I play the exact same chords, but I play them higher up on the neck. So if you take a normal B minor, or you can play it up here on the 7th and 9th fret. Now I play that in F sharp, A major, E major, G major, bar chord, D major, E minor, then the F sharp again. Sorry, it's like this. So I'm gonna do the solo. You guys get the point, right? So that's pretty much what I play my own solo so that I can get to the song and impress people, right? But again, that's optional. That's my version. I'm just showing you guys a brief demonstration. You come up with your own. And but yeah, guys. Anyways, this concludes the tutorial. I thank you guys for watching and sticking with me this entire time. Thank you for liking and subscribing. It means a lot to me. It really motivates me to keep going. I see that even though I was gone for 2 weeks, my subscriber count kept increasing. And I genuinely and sincerely thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. And some of the comments you guys have left have very been, I mean, heartfelt and very touching. And I appreciate you guys' time and effort to at least take time out of your days and watch my videos and support this channel, and just in general with everything. Thank you for the support and the positivity. And so yeah, guys, I'm gonna keep on making tutorials for you guys, and I hope these help. And catch you guys on the next one. Thank you.